Hey, good morning. Here for virtual workout number 41. And this happens to be chair workout number 10. I've done 10 of these. Doing one a week, that's 10 weeks. 10 weeks of free workouts. That's value. Hey, good morning. Welcome to you. It is raining cats and dogs outside. How can I tell it's raining cats and dogs? Because I went outside and I stepped in a poodle. That's it. I swear, I'm done. All right. So chair workout number 10. All you need is a chair in your body and to have gravity be working at your location, which I'm sure it probably is right now. We're going to start with just like our usual format. We're going to start with a couple exercises right here in the chairs just to warm up, to get things moving a little bit. We're going to go into a seated main set of exercises. So we're going to do a little bit more intense exercise right here in the chair seated. We're going to do a couple exercises standing, go back to some exercises seated, and then cool down. The whole thing should take us about 30, maybe 35 minutes tops. If this is your first time joining us, these chair workouts are great for anyone who has limits in strength, in balance, and mobility. They're a gentle workout that you can do seated in a chair, very safe. For anyone who maybe is a more advanced or intermediate exerciser that you've been doing, hey, good morning, and you've been doing harder exercise throughout the week, these chair workouts are also a really great opportunity to get in some active recovery. So something to just help you get a little bit more limber, a little bit more mobile, warm up those tired, sore muscles. So whichever camp you kind of fall into, I'm glad you're here today. I think you're going to have a great workout with me. We're about 2 minutes in, and we're going to start out right now. I'm going to focus this down just a little bit so you can see my legs. I'm wearing shorts today. I just finished another workout. We're going to lift up the legs, touch the fingers together underneath the legs. Just kind of clapping as you march those knees up and down. You're going to feel kind of the tops of the legs. 3, 2, 1. You're going to feel maybe that hip. You might feel the abdominals just a little bit. A quick note, I didn't mention this already, and I usually mention this first thing. I'm not sitting with my back all the way against the back of the chair. I'm a little more forward or in the middle of the chair. My back is disconnected from the back of the chair. I've got a nice tall posture. So we're going to go hands together in front. We're going to reach out and turn the palms up and then back in. Out and turn the palms up and then back in. So imagine a really slow clap, but you're really emphasizing, you want to be like, oh yeah, very nice. So that slow clap, but we're turning those palms up as you do that. But one more, reaching really far back as you feel confident going. That's fine. Fingers laced together. We're going to reach down toward the floor and then up overhead. Down toward the floor and up overhead. Now, you might just be able to get down this far. That's okay. Just reach as low as you feel confident going. That's perfectly fine. I don't know what the weather's like by you, but it seriously is raining really hard here in Dodge County, Wisconsin. Let's go 2 more here. We're going to go through those 3 exercises as a warm-up one more time. So we're going to start by marching and just tapping together the hands underneath the knees. I think the weather's going to be a lot more agreeable this weekend as opposed to like the heat wave that we've had here in Wisconsin. I know you people in, say, Florida and Texas are like, heat wave, what are you talking about? Just like when you get like 40 or 50 degree weather, we're like, what? That's shorts and beach weather. Whereas the people in Florida and Texas have, parkas on. Yeah, that's shorts and a t-shirt, 40 and 50 degree weather. 4, 3, 2, 1. But it's all relative, right? It's all relative. So we're used to a more temperate climate here in Wisconsin. So when we get weather that's in the mid, maybe even stretching into the upper 80s, and it's humid, and by humid I mean the humidity starts getting up into the 60s and 70 percentile, that's not comfortable for us. That's not our usual weather. Just like maybe on the southern part of the East Coast, or down in like, Texas or in those areas, when you guys get down into like the 40s, everything is horrible. 40s is fantastic for us. That's amazing. If we hit 40 degrees in February, that's a heat wave. One more. Nice. Fingers interlaced. Reach down, reach up high. And if we get a couple inches of snow, it's no big deal. Some areas of the country, you get a light dusting of snow and everything shuts down. It's all relative. Everyone is used to something different. Let's do one more of these. Reaching down, reaching up high. All right. Through kind of our warm-up, that was about a 5-minute warm-up, and we're going to go to a seated set of, I'll call these main exercises. They're going to be a little bit more involved. So what we're going to start with is, I'm going to start with an exercise I call a ta-da. Ta-da, we're going to reach across and reach up to the side. Ta-da! Reaching across, ta-da, rotating into this as far as you feel like you are able to. Ta-da! Really controlling that motion. Feel that rotation coming from the core. Reach up and as far back as you feel like you're able to, as you can confidently go. Let's go one more. And then other side. One more. Great. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit so I don't kick my stand that I got my laptop on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick my leg out. I'm going to pull it in and touch the toe. Extend out, pull it in. I'm not touching the ground in between this. If you feel like you need to put that heel down on the floor, that's okay. That's your business. I can't even see what you're doing. Honest. So if you need to scale this down a little bit, by touching, let's go 2 more. By touching that heel to the floor in between reps, that's okay. Same thing, other leg. I'm going to extend that leg out, pull it in and touch. Extend out, pull it in and touch. All the while trying to maintain that good, tall posture. You're going to feel a lot through the top of that leg. Probably going to feel that hip. Probably going to feel the abs a little bit. One more. Great. Third exercise in this. We go fingertips by the ears. What I don't want you doing is locking the hands behind the head. Fingertips by your ears, just touching the fingers here, or you could go here, whatever, right here. I'm gonna reach down, I'm gonna touch my elbow to my knee and come back up. Elbow to knee, come back up. Elbow to knee, back up. This is a level 1 of this, okay? If you want to advance this exercise, if you want to go a little tougher, go across the body. I'm going to stick with that level 1. It's perfectly okay if you have the mobility to do it and you want to cross body this, if you want to do more of a bicycle, but I'm keeping my feet down on the floor. I'm not lifting them up off the floor. I'm bringing my elbow down to my knee, not my knee up to my elbow. Last one. Great. Moving through those 3 exercises one more time. We're going to reach across the body, rotating into it, up and turn out. Rotate in, turn out. One more here. And then other side, right into it. Turn and open. Turn and open. Two more on this side. And then into foot up off the floor, extend out, touch, extend out, touch. One more. Good. Extend out, pull in. Two more here, minding that posture. Great. Third exercise, fingertips by the ears, touch the elbow and back up tall, touch the elbow, back up tall. I try to make each of these exercises, each of these workouts, a little different. So we're not always doing the same exact thing. If I was going to do the same exact thing, I might as well just put up one video and you could watch that over and over again. Where's the fun in that? So one more to each side. So I hope you guys like the variety of exercises that I'm trying to present to you. Okay, so we're done with our first seated section of exercises. We're going to go into a standing section. I'm going to adjust this up a little bit so I don't cut my head off. I'm going to walk around back behind the chair and use this chair as my base of support. If you don't need the chair, if you're an advanced exerciser or an intermediate exerciser, and you want to go no hands or even one hand, perfectly okay. I'm going to demonstrate this using two hands. Okay, so I've got my feet side by side. I'm going to lift up and out to the side and back down. Now, I want you to notice that I'm letting that lift come from the hip. I'm not leaning to lift. You're not really lifting the leg at all then. You're keeping the leg at the same place and you're leaning the body. I want you to lift the leg. Just going up as far as you feel like you're able to go. 2 and 1. You should really feel that working these muscles to the side of the hip. Okay? Same thing, other side. Lift and down. Lift and down. One more. Great. Second exercise. I'm going to move this out of the way just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step forward and shift my weight, step back and shift back, forward and back. So I'm always stepping forward with that same leg. And right now that's my left leg. Forward and back. If you feel more confident bracing with your other hand, that's fine. Just turn and face the other direction, hold with the other hand. I'm going to go one more here, forward and back. And then I'm going to shift and do the same thing with the other foot going forward. That changes that balance equation just a little bit for some people. Three more, 3 and 2 and 1. Third exercise, and I'm going to use this chair as a brace again. I'm going to hold both hands. If you're intermediate or advanced in your exercise capabilities, you can do this with one or no hands, and you'll probably be able to do that. Just going to do a little squat and back up. Squat and back up. On the side, looks like this. Just dropping that butt down a little bit, bending those knees and bracing on the chair. You don't have to get super deep into this. This is light exercise. This is mobility. This is balance and stability. 2 and 1. Really nice. We're going to go through that entire sequence one more time. First, I'm going to get a drink of water. I'm a little bit thirsty today. It's still a little bit on the warm side. We're going to go through that entire 3 exercise sequence once more, starting with that side leg raise. Remember, lifting to the side, not leaning to the side. If you do this no hands, if you need one hand, that's fine. 2 more here, 2 and 1. Other side, here we go. Three, 2, to, I'm just going to shift here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Step and step back. Always stepping forward with the same leg. Or I should say, always leading with the same leg. Because really I'm stepping forward and back with each leg here, but I'm not leading with the same leg. I'm always leading with my left right now. One more. And then same thing, other leg leading. Two more here. Last one. Good. Into, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Into those chair squats. Down and up, using this chair as your base of support. Don't have to sit all the way down. If you're a more intermediate or advanced exerciser and you're not holding the chair and you want to go a full range of motion squat, that's perfectly okay. Here we're just working on stability, mobility, balance and coordination. One more here. Good. Coming back around, we are done with the standing portion. We're going to go back into a couple more seated exercises. And for these seated exercises, we're going to start with, again, kind of in the middle of the front of the chair. Nice tall posture, fingertips by the ears. I'm going to lean to the side, just as far as you feel confident going, lean to the other side, side bends. Trying to get that elbow pointed down toward the floor if you can. That being said, if your range of motion is a little bit lighter, a little bit shorter, that's okay. Just go with whatever range of motion you've got today. Go with how you feel confident working. Let's go one more to each side. Hands behind the back, or if you can't reach back that far, go hands to the hips. Behind the back, and we're going to go up overhead into a Y. Behind the back, up overhead into a Y. Behind the back, and a Y. Why? Because we like you. One more here. Nice. Now, I'm going to do a little, let me focus this down just so you can see better what I'm doing. I'm going to do a little jogging in place in the chair. So I'm going to tapping the feet on the floor, up and down, and as I do that, I'm going to run, but with my hands, but only at a half pace. So my feet are going quicker than my arms are. So we're working on getting the lower body and the upper body doing something at the same time, but coordinating a little differently. Get that brain working a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's go through those 3 exercises one more time, and then we're going to stretch it out and cool it down a little bit. We're going to start fingertips by the ears, nice tall posture. We're going to do those side bends. Side bend and point the elbow down toward the floor, toward the floor. Only going with the range of motion that you feel confident with today. Now, here's a tip for you more intermediate or advanced exercisers. If your feet get closer together, you're going to have to work a lot more through the core to maintain that balance. If you need more stability, go wider apart, and as you bend to one side, you're going to feel the foot on that side press down a little harder into the floor. Let's go one more to each side. Hands behind the back and up into a Y. Hands behind the back and up into a Y. Next week, we're going to work on M, and then on C, and then on A. And then you'll be ready for your next wedding party, your wedding reception. Let's try one more here. Great. Running in place, fast feet, slow hands. Here we go. So going as quick but controlled as you feel like you can go with those feet. Four, 3, 2, 1. Great. So let's maybe just work on stretching it out a little bit, okay? We're going to start just by turning to the side. We've done some good work with those abdominals today. So they might feel a little spent. For some people, they might feel a little tight. Just a gentle twist, not forcing it. One more to each side. Roll those shoulders up and back and down, up, back, and down. One more. Hand to the side of the chair. Hold on. See, I'm holding on tight. I'm just going to lean to the side a little bit. Feel that stretch up through here while bracing with my hand down there. Letting this relax. Other side, same thing. Relax. stretch and yawn. We always do this. I love doing this at the end of a workout. Stretch and yawn, other arm going up high. And then 5 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Smell the flowers, blow out the candles. Ready? I'm not going to count them, I'm just going to do them. One last one. Great. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was glad to see that we were on here today. I hope you really appreciated this workout, that you feel like you got a lot out of it. If you have questions about other things that I do, you can, if you know where Linktree is, you can go to Linktree and look for me at linktree.linktree/Roy Smalley. Or if you just want to go to my website, you can go to roysmalley.us or check out my Facebook page. I look forward to seeing you next week. Watch for an announcement about when next week's chair workout is going to come. Make sure you get some water. Okay, so it's a warm day out.